6 feet tall. He walks around at like 230 pounds, and he's kind of fat. I mean, he's a fucking awesome fighter. The guy's a machine, but he'd be giving away at least 50 pounds to Brock Lesnar.
Wow. Now you're talking like this is going to happen. You have confidence that Dana's going to make this happen?
I don't know.
What are the odds? What are your odds, Joe?
I would say it's probably 50-50.
Still
Who the
50-50.
fuck knows? Anybody else, I would say, is 100% because Dana's going after him.
Yeah.
But the fact that these Russian guys they're nuts. They want to co-promote with the UFC. They want to basically own half of the show.
Why doesn't Dana tell Fedor to go fuck himself? You don't need Fedor to keep UFC afloat. Fuck Fedor.
Because I think he wants to prove a point. Because all these hardcore fans keep saying, like, hey, Dana cared Fedor would be in the UFC right now. And he's trying to make a deal to, satisfy all the fans. The guy is, fanatical about satisfying the people that support the UFC.
Well, then why not put on, when I watch UFC Fight Night, can I get something past 2006?
Can you get something past 2006?
Every time, I got the TV up in my garage and I watch the fights when I'm on, my treadmill trying to get the Joe Rogan body, and it's like, we are live in Colorado Springs. Mike, 2-0, Mike Zwick versus... It's always fights from 2006 on Fight Night on Spike.
I never noticed.
Well, it's because you're there at the real stuff. What's going on with Junkyard Dog? Or Kimbo Slice? Is he coming back? Nothing going on?
Junkyard Dog. Oh. He's fighting Matt Mitrione next month in Montreal.
How's that going to work out? You said it best that I think it was actually on Twitter. You said it that the fuck is it? Kimbo Slice should just spend a year at Fairtech Gym rolling around, not even come out of the woods for a year, just doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but the problem is these guys don't make enough money to do that. And the way he lives, Kimbo's he likes gold chains and shit, likes to drive nice cars.
We know we know exactly what kind of a lifestyle, what kind of rich you mean.
What would you call that, Joe? What kind of rich?
There's a word for it. I can't remember.
What's it rhyme with?
I heard it growing up a lot in my household.
Shit, I hate when this happens.
Yeah.
That would be, if you heard it a lot growing up, that'd be crybaby faggot rich.
Yes, that's true. I certainly was.
Not Anthony. Anthony was out in California fucking shooting deer.
Yeah, I know.
That's after
What
I
a
grew up
weird
a little.
life.
Yeah.
What a fucking you and Fred Wolf.
What weight is Silva going to fight at, this wrestler?
How did we get back
185.
So I'm going to keep throwing in fucking UFC questions.
I had one, and I wanted you.
Let me just touch you right here. Here's the thing: is Bob Kelly right? Because Bob Kelly is so. Shay's got some pretty good guns on him. Bob Kelly thinks he knows everything about the UFC. Do you have to be the same weight at weigh-in?
No.
Bob Kelly stinks.
Why does Bob Kelly's Facebook or whatever his fucking Twitter photo look like a wax portrait of himself?
No, it's Rampage Jackson yelling at him.
No, it's this.
I know, this is a new
the one with the
wax lips.
This is what Bob said to me, because I said Fedor fights at 230 and fucking Carwin and it was 265. So what are they going to have to do? And Bob goes, nah, dude, they got to weigh in at the same weight.
No, they don't.
No,
Hey,
they
Joe,
don't.
what is
That's how they weigh in.
We all know that. We don't even have to spend time on that. Joe, what does catch weight mean?
Catch weight means if a guy can't make the division weight, or they decide to fight at they agree to a fight. Like, say if two guys, they normally fight at 170, but they don't want to fight at 185, they'll agree to meet at 175. That's a catch weight. It means an in-between weight class.
But why would...
Okay, Joe.
could they just weigh in at
That
different...
is an impression in the world right there.
Hey, could they just weigh in at different weights if they wanted to? If they agreed to it?
Yes,
Okay.
if they agree to it. Yeah, but they have to be one of them. They have to be within a certain weight class. I mean, you can't have a guy who's 170 fighting a guy who's 265. You can't have that.
Could a 235 guy fight a 265 guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
good.
it's 205 to heavyweight is 205 up to 265. So you could literally be any weight from 205 up.
Even light heavyweight, really?
Is the cup
Yeah.
still here?
The what?
As long as you weigh more than 205. If you weigh
up.
more than 205, then he's a heavyweight.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well,
Yeah.
All right, so fucking Liddell could fight, or not that it's going to happen, but he could fight Carwin.
Easily, yeah. Those
That'd
guys,
be
I mean,
bad.
That'd be a bad move on
Yeah, that'd be
Chuck
bad.
Liddell's
Yeah.
part.
He's like 230.
Who's
We love
230?
Chuck, but Jesus, I don't think he wants to fight Carwin.
Yeah, Carwin
Yeah,
is fucking
don't do
frightening.
that.
Don't do that to Chuck.
That guy's horrifying.
Yeah.
Carwin, that guy has literally, his hands, his fists are maybe 2.5 times the size of mine.
Yeah.
Like when you shake his
We
hand,
saw, remember them?
shaking a giant's hand. It's
What
ridiculous.
about Chuck? Chuck's not fighting Tito anymore, right?
No, he's not fighting Tito, and I really don't know why. Something happened on the show, and Tito's not fighting. I don't know what happened.
What, did he hurt himself?
I don't know. They won't tell me. They hide all the information because they're worried about people leaking it on the internet. But we know now that something happened because they had to schedule a fight in Vancouver for June. They had to start promoting it. And Chuck is going to fight Rich Franklin in that fight.
Huh? Weird.
Wow.
Yeah, Chuck's not drinking anymore. He's been training nonstop, like a madman, trying to actually make a real run at this.
Right.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
We had him in 2 weeks ago. He looked great.
Yeah, but what do you think, Joe?
You know what? There's a certain time when the body just doesn't want to agree with your desires anymore.
Right.
The body just doesn't want to do it anymore. I don't know if he's reached that time or if he was just partying too much, and maybe he can come back. He's taken a long time off, which is good. Give his body a chance to heal up. Who knows? You never could say no. You can't. It's so difficult to tell whether or not a guy's done.
Right. All right.
But it's ugly when
if you think that's difficult, go see Bob Levy at Morgan's
Morgan's.
Thunderbolt in Mokina, Illinois.
And a time cinema, Watusi,
I know, but kid,
Wisconsin.
just one at a time, Bob. Look
Take
at me.
it easy, Mohr.
Tonight
You'll
I'm
be
at
at the
Gotham. It's
Gotham.
easy.
All right,
Rogan's got the weekend off, and Jimmy's going to be at some island in Florida. We're all caught up.
No, I'm
now.
not.
Just calling to get more Twitter friends. Please, people, follow me on Twitter. JoeRogan.net. Spell it out. DOTNET.
You're bragging now. You got
Joe,
more followers than
Joe,
anyone.
why don't you
What the fuck,
why don't
Joe?
you tweet that